In this video, I'll show you how I take changes I make to one image and apply it to another image, and then how I apply changes from one image to multiple images. I'm in the Develop module right now, and I have an image open that I'm going to convert to black and white. I'm going to do a few things like increase the clarity and move the black slider to the left. Now, I'm going to go to the adjacent image down here in the It's a very similar image, and I know that all those settings that I just applied to the first image will apply equally as well to this image. Down here in the right side panel, at the very bottom, you see the word Previous. I'm going to select Previous, and all those settings from the first image are now applied to this second image. Okay, that's one way. Let me give you another way of doing this. So I'm going to select this image here. I'll convert it to black and white. I'll do similar things to this image. Move the black slider over, clarity slider over, but this time I'm going to crop the image. Okay, right to there. All right, so I have an image where I have made changes, some of which I want to apply to the next image, but not all. So in this case, I'm going to select Copy, and this Copy dialog appears, and I have a choice now of which settings I want to paste over to the next image. Now I don't want to bring the crop over, so I'm going to deselect crop, but I'm going to keep everything else as it is. And then I'll select Copy, and now when I choose the next image, I can select Paste, and it'll bring all the settings over from the previous image, but not the crop. By the way, there's a keyboard command for copy and paste, and it's Command or Control Shift C to copy, or Command Control Shift V to paste. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to synchronize your settings between multiple images. So let me go through. I want to reset these and start over just fresh. And let's just go through like this. All right, so now I have all my images in the film strip, and I want to work on all of them in a similar fashion. I'm going to use the Command or Control A command to select all these images in the film strip. And the first method I'm going to show you works with this Synchronize button at the very bottom of the right side panel. So how this works. I have an image open. This is my target image. This is the one I'm working on. Let's make a change to it. Let's just change it to black and white. Let's just do something very similar. This time we'll give it negative clarity, darken it up. Okay, so now I've made the changes to this image, but I have a whole series of images selected that I want to apply those same settings to. Now, when I select Sync, the same kind of options we had earlier with Copy appear, and I can make my choices here if I don't want to bring a crop over, for example, or in this case there's no crop, so it really doesn't matter, but I can select or deselect what settings I want to synchronize with all the other selected images. And once I've done that, when I select Synchronize, look down here in the film strip, you can see all these images now have been synced to what I did to this first image. Now I'm going to reset all of these. In order to do that, I'm going to select Reset, which is going to reset only the first image, the active image. Now, until I select Synchronize, which I'll do now, and then I'll select Synchronize, only then does it apply the reset to all the images that are selected. Okay, so now there's another kind of a hidden trick here. I showed you Sync. Now, see this little switch here? If I click that up, I have something called Auto Sync, which appears. There's also a keyboard command. If you hold the Command or Control key, you see how Sync now turns into Auto Sync. And once I select that, it stays selected until I click on it again. Now, Auto Sync works a little bit differently. Let me show you how this works. So I have my active image. I'm going to come up and I'll convert it to black and white. Now watch what happens in the film strip to all the other images. They immediately turn to black and white because everything is synchronized. Now everything is in line. And from now on, anything I do to to this image is going to be synchronized automatically, auto sync, with all the other images. So you can see I don't have to go through that dialog window, and I don't have to click on sync every time. It's just going to go through and apply all the settings that I do from here on to all the selected images. Okay, so there you go. There's a fast and easy way to transfer settings from one image to another or to many images.